Our next speaker is Kimberly Mims.
As you have previously been informed, Mrs. Mims, in light of the formal action that has been commenced regarding your issues, our response will be limited to directing you to our legal counsel, whose contact information has already been provided to you.
It's Kimberly Mims under the same address, under Bowling Warrior, that our community has set up, a website to inform and help people within the community and across the United States. The student that I met from a former school, the Costa Mesa High School, his life was devastated a week or so before he was supposed to graduate. He gave a student a soda who had asked for it, and this young man, unfortunately, had his whole life changed in a matter of seconds. He had scholarships, there were at least 2, and he basically was accused of drinking. I met him, I was devastated when I heard his story. We need to not look at students and think they're guilty of things they're not guilty of. And the same thing goes with our teachers, our good teachers out there. This student, some of the board members are probably very familiar with the story. He was accused of drinking. He did not. He asked to even have a drinking test to prove he wasn't drinking. It cost his parents $11,000 to hire an attorney to even have the opportunity to walk down a high school aisle along with his colleagues. Not only did he not have that, there were students, he mentioned, I believe, 300, as well as 3 or 4 teachers stood behind this young man. And the board turned him down to graduate, changed his life. He got depressed. The worst part of his story was the retaliation to his other siblings at the school. We need to stop the retaliation. We need to look at what happened to this young man's life, and there's other people in our community as well. It needs to stop. The Corona Del Mar High School also has favors that are given to the students that parents have told me. When students leave the country or leave town, we have basically students that are getting in trouble at the school, and there's donations or favors done to look the other way. Every student should be treated the same way. It isn't right. I would like to find out, and our community members and our teachers would like to find out what happened with the voicemail on 6/14/11. It was left to go ahead. It was left to you, Walt Davenport. We want to see if you received it.
I have gone through a lot with my family at one of your local schools. Lived through a horrific nightmare. I don't want to get into too much through your voicemail. But you could just be so kind to look at some emails that come through kgmims1@yahoo.com. My daughter, who's only 11 years old, really wants me to come to the meeting tonight. I'm not sure if you are going to be there and speak in her behalf. There's a letter that she had written to her teacher, as well as the principal was given a copy that was told to her, even up to the school district. To not read it, it'll never get acknowledged. It's completely broken my heart. So I was
Mrs. Mims, your time is up. We have no idea who that may be. That could be recorded from anyone or any place or any
And I
time.
understand that, but emails were received,
And ma'am, your time is up.
and emails were received regarding the same thing. I would like to,
Ma'am, your time is up.
I would like to go ahead and have you report back on the policies on complaints and claims. And if you turn in a complaint like it was at the last board meeting, if it's against the person,
Ma'am, your time is
okay,
up.
which happened in my family back in July
Please, your time is up.
with Susan Estrita, and it was changed. I'd like to look into that. Dr. Navarro, if you could look into that, our
Ma'am,
community
how many
wants
times do I have
find
to
out.
tell you your time is up?
Okay, thank you.